Wails of pain split the night. Aidan's nose twitched at the sharp scent of pepper. Running up the winding two-lane country road, he traveled at speeds most drivers would deem unsafe. 2 headlights appeared in the distance, stationary, flickering as bodies moved back and forth in front of them.
"Please hurry,"
he heard Veronica cry.
"I can't hold them off much longer, and I think one just—"
She swore again. There, a woman, small, perhaps 5 feet 2 inches tall, armed with a tire iron and the biggest can of pepper spray Aidan had ever seen. He grinned. Smart woman. Her cell phone lay on the hood of the car behind her. Chris's voice swam out of it, expressing concern without tipping off the vamps that an immortal guardian now hunted them. 2 vampires danced around her, flashing fangs, their eyes glowing bright blue. When one blurred and sped toward her, she doused him with pepper spray. To a vampire with extremely heightened senses, it would feel like flames searing his eyes, nose, and lungs. The vamp bent forward with a yelp and scrubbed at his eyes. Veronica bashed him on the head with the tire iron, then pepper-sprayed and whacked his friend. But the vampires recovered quickly and weren't as stupid as they looked. Even as Aidan raced toward them, one of the vampires tossed the woman a sneer and backed away to the other side of the car.
"Michael!"
Aidan heard her panicked thought and noticed for the first time a toddler slumbering in a car seat inside. Fury rose. If the madness that afflicted vampires hadn't fully taken hold, the vamp would use the child to torture the mother. And if the madness had fully taken hold? Aidan stopped running long enough to focus his energy and send a sharp telekinetic push. Both vampires flew backward, away from the car and Veronica. Drawing his short swords, Aidan swept forward. Scrambling off the ground, the vampires drew long bowie knives and lunged at him. Neither scored a hit as Aidan tore into them, his blades opening major arteries. Unlike immortals, vampires tended to bleed out very quickly when they suffered such wounds, much like these, who sank to the ground and, seconds later, gasped their last breaths. The odd symbiotic virus that infected them began to devour them from the inside out in a last desperate bid to live, despite the cessation of blood flow. By the time it finished, nothing would remain of the 2 but their clothing, watches, and dental fillings. Silence fell in the wake of the brief battle. Even the insects made no sound, as though they were stunned by the violence they had just witnessed. Aidan turned to face the woman. "Veronica?" She gave him a shaky nod.
"Yes."
"I'm Aidan. Are you okay?"
"Yes, but I think the tall one might have called—"
She trailed off as Aidan raised a hand. Tilting his head, he listened carefully. A few insects nearby tentatively made their presence known. In the distance, several figures raced toward them at preternatural speeds. Aidan swore. "Get in the car." The woman lunged for the driver's door and yanked it open.
"Are more coming?"
"Yes." She scrambled into the car and slammed the door shut. Door locks snicked even as she swung around to check on the boy in the back seat. The toddler's face scrunched up in a frown as he slumped deeper into his car seat and continued to sleep. "Sit tight," Aidan said, loud enough for both Veronica and Chris to hear. "I've got this." Leaping over the car, he plunged into the forest and barreled toward the vampires. This would go better if he stopped the vampires before they caught sight of the car and its occupants. Tall trees thickened and blocked the moon's illumination as he continued forward, leaving him in darkness his preternaturally sharp eyes had no difficulty penetrating. Tiny lights flickered in the distance, blue, green, silver, always in pairs. The faces that housed those glowing eyes swam into focus seconds before the vampires struck. His own eyes glowing amber, Aidan swirled and struck and fended off blows. Though they outnumbered him 6-1, he actually had the advantage. Aidan had been born in a time when all wars were fought with blades. He had begun training with master swordsmen as soon as his